I'm Chris, 47 club runner, and another fantastic week that I can't wait to share with you. In this video we're going to be talking about why I'm training the way I do, the training for this week, and I finally decided on my goal pace for London after doing a few runs. As you know, I was injured. This is my 8th week of running and my 2nd week of a potential 50-mile week, and I was out for 5 weeks with a hamstring injury. So most sensible people would have maybe deferred their London place, but no. You know, it's a charity place. It's something that I've wanted to do since I was 10, and I've got the opportunity, hopefully, to get a good for age running a sub 310, so I can hopefully get a place for next year. So why am I training the way I do? As you know, I'm a firm believer of 80-20 training, but I did feel that when I did that, I didn't make progress as much as I'd like to. And you know, yes, I stayed injury free, but since I've come back and I'm in this very short training block, you know, it's only been, this is my 2nd week of up to, you know, around about the 50-mile week and really doing some serious marathon training. And I thought to myself, look, I'm competitive, I want to run the best I can, so I've got to roll that dice. When I mean roll the dice, is that I'm pushing myself. Obviously there's a higher risk of injury, but a higher risk of improvement, which I've seen over the past couple of weeks. Right, so let's jump into what pace I've decided to run the marathon. As you know, on Saturday I went out for a half marathon and ran it at sub 130 pace. And to be honest, yes, I was pleased with my progress to be able to do that, considering my PB is 127.5. but feel I could have got a 125 in a race and would have been in shape to probably run a sub 3 marathon possibly. So after I did that, there's no way in the world that I was going to be able to do that twice. It's just a bit too hot, that pace. So I kind of went away and thought to myself, you know, what pace do I think was going to be a good pace? And that was going to be around about a kind of 135 half or 7:15 per mile in. And so I had the Sunday off, it was my birthday, managed to get a new pair of trainers, the Kipchoge Pegasus 37, which in this colourway is fantastic, and at £55 it was kind of a bit of a no-brainer. Love the Pegasus 37, and I've got 4 pairs. I've done everything from a 19-minute 5k to a 50k training. Can't really call that a training run. A 50k charity run with Ben Notley and Dan Runs, who have got YouTube channels, and we raised money, which I thank you for. And these are just fantastic workhorse trainers. As I say, range of distances, never had a blister, and they're at a bargain price right now. So if you're interested in a trainer, purchase them from Nike. If you don't like them, send them back. So a bit of a no-brainer. And so Monday was my test run for the goal pace, and I wasn't intentionally going out to do that as a test run because I didn't know how my legs were going to feel from the Saturday. And so I started off 7:40, and the next mile I was down to about 7:15, and it felt quite comfortable. So I just thought to myself there and then, let's see if we can run this at an average of 7:15. The pacing was all over the place. You know, as I say, it started at 7:40, ended around about 6:50, but overall I managed to run at an average of 7:15, and I come back really positive in thinking, you know, this is possible. I could actually potentially do this twice. You know, it was a back off of, you know, I think I'd run about 50-60 miles up until that point. So really encouraging. And then that kind of moves nicely on into this week. Tuesday, after doing that effort, I thought to myself, let's just go out and do a recovery run. Did a bit of filming, which you've seen at the start of this video, of running over the bridge. It was just an easy 6.2 miles. And that seemed to be perfect, because normally on the recovery runs I do 3-4, but my legs were feeling okay. And then on Wednesday I decided to train on tired legs, and I went for a 12-mile run at my steezy pace, as we call it, so in between steady and easy, which is 7:50 per mile in. And I got to about 10 miles and my legs were starting to struggle. It was just that little bit too far. So I decided there and then that I needed to take the Thursday off, and then on Friday I've been thinking about this 20-mile run. I'm thinking, you know, I've got to do it. You know, London it's 26 miles, and in this training block I haven't run more than 15. So I was thinking, set the alarm nice and early on a Friday morning. Alarm went off, woke up, headache, slight cough, and my body ached. And I thought, typical, I've got a cold. So I went back to sleep, and then woke up, had a lemon sip, come back from work, and then in the evening I thought, let's just go out for a run and see how I feel. So in my mind I was thinking anywhere between 15 and 20, and I'm still thinking about, you know, rolling that dice and, you know, really putting in some quality rather than, you know, slower pace runs, just so I can improve quicker. And maybe I just rolled the dice a bit too many times than this run, because I thought to myself, to start with, the pace wise, I wanted somewhere in between my kind of goal pace and my steezy. So I settled on about 7:30 pace, got to about 6 miles, and my legs were kind of struggling a bit. And so I decided there and then that I was just going to get the run done up until about an hour and a half. And so I run to Virginia Water, which is a lovely place to run, and it wasn't actually that busy, which makes a change, because normally it's full of people, dogs, and you're, you know, weaving in and out. So the hour and a half run, I managed to run 12 miles, and then after that I just had a kind of half a mile walk just to recover and get my breath back, and then thought, let's just finish off the 15. So it was a 3 mile just easy jog home. Today, which I'm filming this video on Saturday, my legs are actually aching, and I'm currently on 46 miles. But I am a believer that, you know, if you set your targets at 50, you should go through with it. Otherwise it just kind of knock on every week. So when you're watching this, I would have done a 4 mile run just to get me to the 50. So then that's 2 weeks of 50. Also, I wanted to mention that when you're doing your weeks, that you need to kind of plan out your runs based on the last 7 days, because I felt to myself that I was a bit fatigued after, you know, when I got to about 6 miles. But the reason for that was that when I come back, I thought, oh, I've only done 46 miles. You know, why are my legs so knackered? And yes, I'd done the quality, but I hadn't done the mileage. And then I looked, but within that 7-day period, because it took me from the Saturday to the Friday, I'd actually run 61 miles. So that's something you need to take into account, is that it'd probably been better if I'd have done the run today or Sunday, and then I would have ended on the 50, and maybe I'd have more energy on my legs. So that's the week. I say very positive. Looking forward to London now. You know, only 4 weeks to go, so it's only 3 weeks of kind of serious training, which I'm looking to kind of maintain what I'm doing, but very carefully listen to my body, because I say I'm rolling the dice, and I want to make sure I'm on that start line. Also, I want to thank my channel members. I put their details down there. There's quite a few YouTubers. Please check out their channels, and it starts from $1.99 a month, and it just helps me to buy new stuff. Like I've just recently bought a God, I can't even think of the name, MacBook Air. It was just a refurbished one, and it just hopefully so I can produce better videos. Like I've changed this one, a few more transitions and stuff like that. So let me know what you think, if you think that's if it's better, or would you prefer the old way. Also, how's your training going? Has it been going well? Are you training for a marathon? Just let me know in the comments. You know, I want to try and build this community, and you know, I am blown away by your support. You kind of motivate me to train and to become a better runner. So please share these videos. As I say, I want to grow the channel so we can hopefully get more freebies, so you guys can hopefully win. And as per always, I'm going to leave it there, and onwards and upwards. Cheers.